Rethink Everything.
So this is podcast number 2 of Rethink Everything, and welcome back. If you've listened to the first one, if you're tuning in for the second one, if this is your first one, then welcome on board. And today we have a very special guest, all the way over from America, where things are happening over there, as you can imagine. And Amy Chen Mil's name is actually in the thick of it as we speak. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Amy to the podcast, and welcome, Amy.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you so much. I'm just so pleased that you're putting your energy into this to be helpful to the world, and I'm honored to be on your podcast and your video show.
Oh, very honored to have you on. And so can you just please introduce yourselves just briefly, tell us how you came across the 3 principles, because obviously this podcast is all about the 3 principles. So
yes. Well, in a very intimate way, I suppose, because my father was director of the Lane County Mental Health Center in Eugene, Oregon, when he heard about a man named Sidney Banks on Salt Spring Island, who was a welder, who had, what you might call an epiphany or an awakening, a spiritual insight of great depth. And what was so interesting is, even though Sidney Banks had no education, no particular spiritual training, no particular model or path, or I'm not sure if he was religious, he was Scottish. He was drawing crowds to come and hear him speak on Salt Spring Island. And he drew one of my father's colleagues to the island. That was George Pransky. And then my father followed, because